Tesla Aftermarket Accessories. Today we're going to install the new installation method for a one-person installation on our Model 3 carbon fiber front lip spoiler diffuser. So this is going to be a one-person installation, and we found a very simple way to do it. We're going to show you how to start it now. You're going to notice we have a couple of bags on it. We're going to explain what that's all about. And then you need to prep your car. So this means rubbing alcohol. Clean that front lip really, really good. Clean it inside the wheel wells. Clean it underneath. Clean all of this really good, because we're going to show you how to tape it up good so it really has a strong bond so it never comes loose. So rubbing alcohol everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Okay? All right, then we're going to get started. And you should have made up your soap solution by now. So water and the soap we gave you, this is going to help us slip it or slide it around if we need to move it right or left. Now everything on the ground you can see here, we've got with the front lip diffuser, we've got towels to protect it. And what we're going to do now is simply remove the top coating of the 3M VHB double-sided tape backing. So you'll notice there's at least 10 pieces of strong 80-pound VHB tape inside. We got pieces on the top and the bottom, so you will never have the carbon fiber making any direct contact with your paint, just in case you want to take it off one day. So let's start with just rotating it up. Again, I'm doing this all by myself. This is a one-man installation. You might want to even do this stuff in your house to get it ready. It is a little hard to get this tape off. We actually reinstalled it after we realized we were going to make a video. But get the red VHB tape backing off. And then we're going to get the car all soaped up. I'm going to put it on the bumper in the optimum position. And if any of the tape lifts up, just make sure you push it back down, and then very carefully pick at the red coating, the red strips or whatever they're backing. So we're going to speed this up, of course, so our audience doesn't fall asleep. This stuff will grab to anything and it won't let go. So the end pieces are the ones we're going to put on last. You'll notice that underneath the plastic bag we have a lot of tape on the ends. This is to keep dirt from getting in. During shipping, we're going to show you how to peel this right off and out, and then you're going to optimize the location. So let's start with what we're going to do, and we always recommend this. Make sure you put this on your car to see what it looks like first. Before you take the red tape backing off, put it on. Make sure you like how it fits. You'll be able to see it, and make sure you understand how it's going to fit. And, you know, this is the only way. We do have free return. Shipping is over $100, but for some reason, if you don't like it, send it back. We don't refund the shipping unless there's a defect in it or something wrong with it, but we double check these and make sure that they are good to go before we ship them out. All right, so now we're going to get our soap solution ready. Now what we're going to do is we're going to spray the soap solution on the bumper. We're going to spray it from here to here, only in these areas, and this is going to allow us to position it on there, line up the circles here on each side, and that's how you know you're centered. So the air inlet cutouts in the bumper is your centering locations. You're going to go back and forth, moving it like this to make sure it fits perfect. So let's get started. So get a nice low angle here and spray the soap solution on. And this, of course, will dry out, and it's not going to affect the tape. Once the tape starts to grab, as it dries, it holds on forever. Heat is probably the only way you can get it off. And again, we have not been successful ever taking one off without breaking it. So if you take the red tape off, this is yours. Okay, so now you see it's all wet and soapy. You can make sure it's wet on the bottom, on the top. And then one person take the front lip and just slide it on. So it slides right on, and I can move it back and forth. So this is key. You want to move it back and forth as you slide it in and inward, and you will look at both of your cutout circles here and here as you're doing it. If it needs to go right or left, you only have a little bit of time to do it. Once it looks good, push it on. Okay, that's it. Now we're going to use one of our cling towels to start applying pressure to the pressure sensitive adhesive tape, which is underneath. And I want the middle to grab and hold, and the sides are adjustable. All right, so once it's all the way on, it's right where you like it. Let's go over to this side first. So slide around, and at this point you need to have some 3M tape. Now Gorilla tape works, regular 3M tape works, and what we're going to do, maybe from this low angle here, you can see this whole area. This is where we're going to be working now. But notice that the lip is not sticking down on the left side at all, because it is protected from making contact with the plastic bag. So anyway, I'm going to clean it up a little bit better, and you'll notice that what we're going to do is we're going to push it all the way on here. So it's holding in the center. The ends should not be permanently holding on yet. And then what we're going to do, after we double check the fitment and everything, is we're going to peel the bag off the back. And we have to get it all off in one piece. So you want to tear it across the bottom, hold it out like this, hold the bottom out, and I'm going to rip it in half. And now, of course, this plastic bag is stuck to the double-sided tape. So we need to get it off in one full piece, and then we're going to attach the passenger side. So one way to do it is to peel it downward like this, all the way down while you hold it out. And you have it in one piece and no tears, you're good. Now again, keep holding this out here. We're not going to put any more spray underneath. We're simply going to go directly in like this, push it all the way in, and it should be nice and flush right on the edge, and hold it. Now, the double-sided tape needs heat pressure to hold it. So you want to put a lot of pressure on it and just rub it really good here. It looks almost gray in this direct sunlight. And then after you finish that part, now what we're going to do is we're going to use the 3M tape. You can use painter's tape. I personally like the 3M vinyl tape. That's what this is. And you can really stretch it and apply pressure with it. So the first thing we like to do when we install these is put one right across the top. Once it's across the top, it'll prevent any dirt or dust from getting in here during the curing process. Now this process takes 3 days. So again, it's going to look ugly for 3 days. And just push this on like this and tape it down really strong, and then tuck it around the back and stretch it. So stretching it, wrapping it around. Same thing on this side. Stretch it, wrap it in, and now you have a super tight joint. It's grabbing, it's holding, it's not going to let go. The next area we normally tape is the ridge on the fender. So again, same thing, all the way down to the plastic at the bottom. You want to make sure this is cleaned with alcohol so this tape does not come off for 3 days. 3M says you only get the full 100% bonding after 3 days, 72 hours. And then wrap this inside so it's nice and flush. Okay, so this one's on. Now, since there's no water coming out here, because we didn't get this wet, we put one on the bottom. If for some reason you might have sprayed too far this way and it's damp or wet underneath, then let it dry out before putting on the lower piece of tape. And now, get way under here, and to make sure that you get this same pattern, basically 3 pieces of tape, top, bottom, and side. Okay? And then just live with this for 3 days. Now let's go over to the other side. Okay, so I got it all out in one piece. And now we're at the same point where it should be loose on the end and everything is still clean and the tape is all perfect. I'm gonna check for one little piece of plastic I see here, because you don't want to interfere with the adherence. So check inside, make sure nothing's missing, and then 1, 2, 3, slide it right in place. Now look at how nice this fits right around this edge. Barely showing any white paint and perfectly flush on the ends. So let's take a look at this side for a second. I want to give some people some tips. Now, if you have a white Model 3, you realize this is nice and flush, looking straight on at 90 degrees. Some people, however, do not like this white edge. So you might want to use a piece of vinyl. We actually use carbon fiber vinyl and put a little piece of white vinyl here going all the way down. It'll look like a more built-in look. Again, from the front, this probably doesn't bother anybody, but if you happen to want it to look wrapped around the fender well, you could use a piece of black vinyl. So anyway, we're going to proceed now with just doing the taping. And as you can see, it fits perfect. It really doesn't even need any tape on it. It's flush. Fits perfect all the way underneath, all the way across, making perfect contact. And that's it. We're gonna put the tape on next. And of course, the matte ones are now shipping all over the country in our FedEx approved, insured, large, oversized box. So we'll just do the tape one more time and we'll be done. Again, like this, on, square, flush, push the air out, wrap it around, tuck it in good, 72 hours, and it fits perfect. Look at that, all the way down, completely flush on the radius with no white paint showing. All right, that's it. Thanks again. Beautiful carbon fiber matte finish. Glossy will be in stock mid-February, and we're shipping these everywhere in the United States. Thanks again, RPM Tesla, and this is the Model 3 carbon fiber front apron.